Come on, pop up on the screen. There we go. Right, okay. So we're there. We're ready to go. Okay, so let's go with it, I suppose. Are you ready?
Yeah, you're going to have to be very supported. Yeah, because I can't remember how this bloody thing goes. Right.
Actually, get on my.
It's going to take reading.
Yeah, make sure I've got all my bits here. Yes. Okay, so let's go then. Let's wait for it to come up. Hello, and welcome to the Blue Tweezer channel. Myself, Alan, from the channel, and my regular Rough and Blue opponent, which is, of course, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. Good afternoon.
Hello there.
As usual, if you can let us know you can hear us and see us and all the things like that. This is a rather special live stream today. It was actually meant to be something completely different, which was also involving yourself, which was about a discussion about UK wargaming as part of the Armchair Dragoons Digital Convention 2022. Got that out in one breath. And so we were going to cover some serious subjects about the state of wargaming in the UK and whether we were pulling our weight, and as YouTubers how 2021 had gone and what things are coming up in 2022 and things. But unfortunately, the scheduling gods for everybody's diaries were against us, and we ended up not having hardly anybody to actually do the discussion. So that will be postponed, and we'll try and do that at a different date on the channel anyway. So essentially, this is we're filling in. Me and Ruff, we're filling in with our standard Red Storm playthrough. This is our second episode, and hopefully you followed the first one. And if not, if you're new to the channel through the Armchair Dragoons, then welcome, and hopefully we'll entertain you for a little bit. And of course, I'm presuming that most of our listeners today may be coming from across the pond, and as this is lunchtime here, it is likely to be fairly early over in the North American time zones. So this will be a kind of breakfast meeting here. So I'd just like to state that using the old adage, Red Storm at night, Wargamer's delight. Red Storm in the morning, wake up!
Wake up, you lot. Yeah. But Fred's here. Afternoon, Fred.
So we got Fred. Yes, brilliant. Hopefully we'll get a few more rousing themselves from their slumbers to get smacked in the face by some red storm. It's going to scramble them and probably send them straight back to bed. Actually, it's not a good idea to approach red storm in the morning. But there you go. We'll see how we can.
A few people watching. So if you're in the chat, say hi at least, so we know everything's tickety
do. And so this is actually part of the digital convention, although sort of probably a bit of a weird one in the middle of all these wonderful seminars and talks and designer things and demos and all this kind of stuff. We're going to be a bit of an outlier here, I'm afraid, but that's tough. That's all we could come up with in the time. But thanks, Rob, for stepping in. And we weren't stepping in, you were going to be part of the discussion as well, but continuing to step in.
Yeah, Magnus is here from Sweden, and we have the man himself, Keith. Morning, Keith, the designer of World at War 85.
Oh, hey, wow, excellent.
Yeah. And Carl, stand up. Hi, Carl. Yeah.
No, it's not Sunday evening. No, not really. You haven't overslept. Well, you might have actually. You might be an early bird, but from our perspective, it looks like you're early. So yes, if the Atlantic is a pond, what is the North Sea? I don't know. An invasion route.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes,
that's great.
That's our name for the Atlantic. That's a British name for the Atlantic. And yeah, unfortunately, with two British wargamers here, you're going to get a lot of colloquialisms and other big words expounded as we go through. So we're on turn 4 of our Red Storm. Let's just crack on with some gaming, shall we, rather than just making up for our inadequacies in being able to get people.
This, so you'll have to recap.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, we're playing scenario RS4 called Opening Rounds, and if you know anything about Red Storm, the scenarios in it form a bit of a campaign, isn't that they're sort of structured along an escalation of conflict on the East German West German border in 1987, and so RS4 is the fourth scenario, and it's where both sides are attempting to do some ground attack. So I think we picked this scenario because it had a bit of everything in it. It's not huge. In fact, as far as the space on the map goes, it's tiny.
Right in the corner, bottom corner, isn't it?
Yeah. If I sort of zoom out, oh no, it's zooming out. That's as far as we get on the zoom out. But if I scroll around the map, you can see there's a lot more map space here that we're not using. And still below, it's only everything within the red markers that we're actually dealing with here. And again, the board position at the moment, we're on turn 4. At turn 1, my raid came in from the west, the left-hand side. Is there any automation? No, there's not. Because actually you do a lot of dice rolling, and there's a lot of variables involved in what actually turns up on the map. Particularly with the aircraft, there's tables you roll on to see which aircraft you get. So no, there is absolutely no automation to set up.
How long did it take?
It took us about 5 hours to set this up on Vassal, which is a little bit unfair because I was going through everything with Rough at the same time, so he could understand what's in. Because Rough has not played this game before, except for our first episode, so it did take a lot of time to set up because there's quite a lot of stuff here. What we have is we have a front line, which are these white markers, which everything east of that is the Soviets, and everything to the west is the NATO allies. And there's a ground battle going on between these small markers here, which have armor and mech and art and things like that going on. These are ground units. These are fixed. They're staying there for the duration of the scenario. Red Storm actually is, each turn is a minute, so as you can imagine, ground forces don't really move very much in a minute. So they're fighting along, and we're actually worried about the aircraft. It's all about the aircraft here, and I have several flights here, which are sort of look like in varying kind of colours and these little suits, etc. So they represent possibly a block of aircraft between 1 and 4 aircraft themselves, working in formation, and they have particular jobs to do in the raid. They could be of one of 3 things. They could be combat air patrol, which is just roaming around the map trying to shoot things down. SEAD, which is suppression of enemy air defences, which is anti-SAM jobs, basically. And then there are also bombers as well. And Rough will have exactly the same thing, but his raid is delayed by 8 turns. So he's not on the map yet. Only my guys are on the map. Each side, we have 4 targets. And these targets will be one of these ground units. We had to dice roll secretly for that, so I don't know what Rough is aiming for, and Rough doesn't know what I'm aiming for. You are seeing my map, which has my information, which is sort of faded. So you'll see these faded units. It's part of the vassal system, and these faded units are hidden. Also, you may see a sort of big crosshairs on some of the Soviet units, which are these are the targets that I've been given, and I've created a flight plan for each of those bombing flights coming in to attack those, and they have to roughly follow those routes. And I'll quickly show you that here. It's on the planning screen, which is a duplicate of the map. And if as I show it to you, you'll go, "What the hell does that look like?" And yeah, it's meaningful for me. And these arrows are these triangles are basically arrows where the forces actually split off, or they actually turn on a new vector. But they can exist 2 hexes from that vector. And they'll go along and follow the vector. So, for example, this one here, coming on from the map, this particular flight would get to this point and would turn in the direction slightly north, end up way over up at the top of the map here, then turn back, then do a little wriggle and end up coming along this sort of green, these markers, where these green markers are. That's what's known as a safe passage corridor. This allows my SAMs to know there are friendlies in that pathway at a particular altitude and a particular speed. So it's like a way through my SAM defenses. So that's the planning map, and Rough will have one which you won't see because you're focused on my side, of course. So you'll have to take as read what he's doing over there. Yeah, that's the kind of setup here. The aircraft you'll see, some of them has question marks, some of them has suits. That's a difference between whether they are detected by the Soviets or not. The ones with the suits are, so the spades and the diamonds and the hearts. That's just there to see it's a possibility that the Soviets could lose track of those flights, in which case they'll flip over and there'll be question marks again. Being undetected is a big thing in this game. You're almost immune, mostly immune from the other side. If you are undetected, if you are detected, you are vulnerable. Although there is another state known as identification, but I don't want to go through the entire rules here before we start playing, and that may become apparent fairly shortly anyway about identification. But anyway, right, we're on to turn 4. We were just on the admin phase, I think.
Yeah, Keith has asked a question. He's having his breakfast, by the way. And morning, Stephen. Hex scale was what with 1 minute terms? What's the hex?
Yeah, I'll look here. Map. Scale 2.5 nautical miles. And movement points are multiples of roughly 150 knots. Okay.
Right.
And altitudes are, well, various. Deck is 0 to 2,500 feet. Low is 3 to 8,000. Medium is 9 to 21,000 feet. High is 22 to 50,000. And very high is 50,000 plus. And I've rattled all those and it's immediately gone straight through your brain and you didn't really get it, but never mind.
No, Keith will take it in. He'll take that in.
Good, okay. Right, so we were on the admin phase. Was that right?
Yes, I think we were. Yeah.
Okay, so the admin phase is actually at the end of a turn. It's kind of like your cleanup phase of other games, but you can place dummies, you can switch on radars and all that kind of stuff. So, Rough, what do you want to do? I've got dummies out, so I don't think I need to do anything myself. Anything for you?
What I've got is my cards for my what do I call it? My planes.
Yeah. Yeah, one really useful addition to the game, which you can get. I think it's Gamecraft or something. They've produced these data cards for the SAM units and the aircraft. Just kind of hold them up here, which are very, very useful. because otherwise you're left with a chart, you know, with a sort of spreadsheet kind of looking
Yeah.
chart of all the different information on the flights, and they're all together. And of course, you only get a few with each scenario. But these cards are really useful because you can just pick out the cards you need and ignore the rest, and it gives you the immediate information. They're very good, highly recommended. And
the spreadsheet that you get with the game is a little bit hard to read, isn't it? So
it is, yeah. It's quite small writing, and it's not the best organisation on it, to be honest.
Well, that's why they've got the cards, and got mine ready, so that's great.
Yeah, great, good.
I need to know.
Right, so you need to do anything in your admin phase. Sorry, just to try and complete everything we need here. I'm trying to look for my some of my data cards seem to have wandered off.
15.
Got card 3. And that's a data card. That's a data card. That's a data card. Where's all the other cards gone?
No, these only got. Oh, where's me S11s?
That's very odd. Ah. Right. Yes. So admin phase, disorder recovery. You can split flights. So if you want aircraft in flights to split into 2, you can do that. Here, switch radar, ACAC, and mobile ACAC on and off. Switch SAM radars on and off. Remove SAM launch marker. You have to do a lot of marker removal and stuff. So, yeah. Anything from your end?
I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it one more turn. Okay. Again, I'm playing slightly blindfolded because I'm still learning the game.
Sure. Yeah, this is a kind of learning game, so we're not.
Yeah. Mistakes will be made tactically.
Yeah, on my side as well, like managing Red Storm and the teaching and the stream as well. So yeah. Okay. So let's move on to turn 5. Where's the turn marker? Turn marker. There we go. Just bring it into the corner. Turn 5. Okay, and we're on to the random event phase. So you want to roll for random events. Good old chestnut in a lot of games. 2d10.
Is it 2d10? I'm trying to find the.
Yep.
2d10. Let's get that going. Right. 13.
13. Mechanical failure. I think that'll be no effect.
Yep.
Nobody's damaged. Nobody's crippled. So nothing happens. So yeah, that's a blank.
That's a shame. Right.
Yep. Okay. So now we've finished the random events phase. There's a jamming phase which we aren't doing. There is no standoff jamming in this scenario. There's no planes flying in the background, just throwing lots of RF noise at the battlefield. None of that happening, so we ignore it. Then we're on to the detection phase. This is where you can detect aircraft. Now, you haven't got any aircraft, so I can't really do any detection, so it's all over to you. And just a reminder for everybody, there is a general detection roll that happens against every undetected aircraft on the board. Then there are specifics which could happen using early warning radar and also airborne radar of aircraft that have airborne radar. So for you, I think your early warning radar has been hit prior to the scenario with some air defense, anti-air defense fire, so it's not available. So, and you don't have any airborne radar, so it's just the general roll. And that's on the table called the detection table, and you're on table B, which is the second best because you're best prepared for all this stuff going on.
We knew that the Decadent West was going to come across and try first strike, so we are alert. Yeah,
you've started the hostility, so you're up for it more than we are.
So this one at the top here, 109, has been detected.
109 has been detected, so you don't need to roll for him. So,
one underneath, 10. Oh, there's 2 there, isn't there?
There's 2 there, yeah. There is
105.
105? So looking, you need a 10 normally. So I think a 10 is what you're looking for. 10 or greater.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, okay, so 105. Let me just Just check something on that. Yep.
There better not be a dummy.
Flip. Yep. Okay, 108.
108. 15.
That is a dummy.
So, right.
Send him away. Okay, I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
Not sure if people can see this, but I'm rolling on this table here. There is it? No, here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. There on table B. Yes.
Lots of tables in this game.
It is. Most of the game is look up a table and roll on it with a few die roll modifiers. So yeah.
Underneath we've got 407.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 6 no go.
Okay. 304 next. He is on the deck. And he is in rough. So actually, you got a -4 on the dice to spot him.
Okay. No. 202.
302. Same job. He's -4 because he's on the deck in rough terrain.
302. Sorry, yeah, my old.
Yeah, 302. Yeah.
12.
That's not good enough. That becomes an 8.
No.
So no.
Okay.
207.
207. What's that? He's high.
There's 207 and 208 in the same hex. Yeah. So just on a 10.
207 is 12. Yep.
Okay. Let me just check about him. He is 207 is a dummy.
Ugh.
208.
208. 14.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the copper cup.
Okay. 3.
So even though they're detected, just to remind me, I still don't know what they are. I've just seen something on somewhere. Yeah?
There are definitely some aircraft there at that altitude, at that location. You have no idea
don't know
what they are, what they're doing, what their intention is, exactly the model of the aircraft or anything like that. There's something you can act against.
Yeah, we know you're there. Right, so 301.
Yes. That's a minus. Is it a -4?
Don't worry, I threw a 9.
Okay, yeah. 307, I think it's just a -2.
Right, because they're in.
Because they're on the deck, but they're not in rough.
Right. 9. No.
No. Okay, and you know the others?
I think that's it. Yes, not too bad.
So no early warning radar, and you haven't got any airborne radar, so that would be, and there's no visual sighting either. Good. All right. So that's the detection phase over. So now it's the movement phase, and as I'm the only person who's got aircraft, I'm the only person who's moving here. So normally it'll be a chip pull system for how many flights on either side are moved before handing it over to the opposition. But at the moment it's just me, so I just move. Nothing is acquired here. However, of course, one thing you can look for, Rough, is that you could do a thing called, with your SAMs, which is lock on after launch capability.
Yeah, which is dodgy though, isn't it?
Now hang on. With lock on after launch, it's only against detected flights. So if you've got a detected flight, your SAM system could fire a missile off and then turn its radar on and attempt to acquire and just hope you succeed. So the missile will go, oh yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go, rather than it just wandering around the sky. So you can do this at this point. Right.
But negative DRMs and things, isn't there?
Yes, yeah, it's much less likely to acquire because suddenly you're expecting the radar to pick up something it pretty much immediately.
A bit of a charm.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Crossing Obstacles is in. Hello. Has anything gone burnt yet? No. We're approaching the front line. The NATO aircraft are approaching the front line, but nothing is fired yet. But when they do get to the front line, it's going to be absolute flaming mayhem. So watch this.
It's the lull. The lull before the red storm.
Indeed. Before the red. So let's start moving. I'll start at the top here. So 109 will move. Let me just check who that is. It's them. Check my data card.
Now, hold on. For me and other people, sorry, Tweez, the amount you can move.
Yeah, so
your movement allowance?
Number of movement points, it depends on, well, three things really. Firstly, whether you're clean or laden. So whether you're carrying bombs and external munitions, that slows you down. Whether you are hitting the gas or not. So if you're doing what's known as combat speed, you get a certain speed. You could get dash speed, but that uses up one of your fuel if you do that. And finally, the other thing is your altitude. So the higher you go, usually the faster you can go because the air is thinner. It's a number. Normally, if you're flying at combat speed, you could fly one less than that. You're idling effectively, or that particular speed. If you're going dash, then you're going that speed. Right. What else? So yes, I was just looking up on the speed here.
And that speed is what?
Sorry?
That speed is what? Is it varies between aircraft or is it standard?
Yeah. No, it's on the air data card, and there's a little, if I show you a particular air data card here, this is a Sukhoi 22 from the East Germans. If I show you there's a little matrix there. Yeah, it is a phone. Come on. Woo. Nope.
What is it? It's...
There we go. That might be better.
Nah.
Yeah, it's backwards as well. Anyway, so there's a little table there which shows you the speed at altitude and whether you're clean or laden.
I see. Right.
Yeah. So it's the black number on each side.
Number, right.
You ignore the yellow number. There is a yellow. Unless you want to go dash, basically. So the yellow number is dash throttle. The black number is combat throttle. So
not sure if that's working, but there we are.
Anyway, where are we? You're right. We'll go. One.
I need to know these things.
3, 4. Heading straight forward, as is this guy. All at high altitude. These guys. Right.
Oh, don't like it. They're coming down.
Oops.
Why have you only moved those two and the others 3?
Because I want to, I can, and I might have to. Remember, they're on deck, so whereas the other guys are at high altitude, so their speed may well be a lot lower because of the thicker air, depending on the data card.
Oh yeah, I get you. Right.
1, 2. You will note, if you haven't seen the game before, that you can actually move onto hex sides.
Weird. It's weird.
I think you're getting used to it. You also get 3 turns per movement point that you move. You can also vary altitude. You can drop an altitude for free, or you can climb an altitude for 1 movement point, or you can dive to any altitude for 1 movement point. If you want to climb more than that in a turn, it will cost you 2 movement points. You can turn at a much greater rate, but that's going to cost you a movement point, and it depends on your speed as to how much you can turn there. Stephen, hi. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so the little thing in the corner. Point that out. The H's in the corner's height. That's right. Just trying to go through everything here while actually still playing the game here.
Yeah, while you're doing stuff, I can have a quick
1,
look.
2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I've moved. Was there any lock on, launch, automatic launches you wanted to do in any of that? Probably still a little bit far away.
Yeah, I think I'll wait.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
So this is probably one of these easy turns. Fuel phase, I didn't use any fuel up. Fuel you use if you're in combat, or you use dash throttle. Combat throttle doesn't use fuel up. Track phase, this is the opposite of the detection phase, and this is where you might lose track of people. So that's the track table, which is here next to the detection table there, track table here, and you roll, and if it matches to a particular suit, you can lose those aircraft. You're on table B, and there's no modifiers to this. You just roll 2d10.
Is that for every aircraft?
No, that's just general.
Just a general. Oh yes, it's suited.
Just a general roll, and we rely on the suits. That's really all the suits are there for. Is this track phase roll?
I want to roll quite high or middlish.
Yeah.
11. Oh, just
11
missed.
is. So that's it's a green diamond with a bracket. So a bracket means it's a possibility you could lose those. So the first thing that happens is that if there's any NATO flights at deck in a rough, then you lose those, but you've lost them anyway. The guys at the back here with the question marks, you haven't detected anyway. So with the curly brackets, any flight on the deck, anywhere on the board, or any flight at low altitude on its own side of the front. Everybody else is high, so there's no effect. Doesn't do anything. So you keep track of all the ones you've already tracked.
Oh, excellent.
That's good. Well, for you. Track phase. So there was actually a SAM location phase before that, because but there were no SAM warnings. So when a SAM turns its radar on, it becomes what's known as a SAM warning, and I could try and pinpoint the SAM and then possibly attack it. And the SAM location phase is where you try and pinpoint it, but there aren't any SAMs active at the moment. No. Well, there is one. There's one right at the back, which was always known about in the scenario. It sets up located, but he's very far away, so we don't really care about him. And we've located him anyway. SAM acquisition phase. So this is where you can try and acquire any of the aircraft within acquisition range of the SAM, and they vary per model of SAM. You would need to have your radar on. You can attempt what's known as quick acquisition, which is you turn the radar on now and try and acquire, as opposed to doing it in the admin phase. You'll get penalties, but you can do that now, but you will need to turn your radar on to do it.
So again, I think we'll wait until the admin phase if I'm going to do it.
Okay, well, that's just about to happen, so to be honest. Yeah. So after the SAM acquisition phase is the admin phase. So,
the admin phase. So why would you do that then, if the admin phase allows you to turn it on without any...
Because now is the time to acquire. So next turn, if you haven't acquired, you won't be able to fire at anything. So this is here is a case of, in the admin phase, you'll turn your radar on, but you won't be able to acquire anything. You'll have to wait for the next SAM acquisition phase to then acquire something. So there's a delay built in here, but you can preempt that by doing the quick acquisition. But of course, your first acquisition's got loads of negatives because you've just sprung it. You haven't taken time to sort out what the hell is on your radar screen.
What we got here? We've got a 15. So
yeah, 8. So each of the SAM units. So the SAM units have air data cards as well. Well, SAM data cards, I suppose you'd call them here. And here's examples of them. They have ranges. They have an acquisition range, which is the range of their radar capability. Then they have.
And that's the one I'm.
Sorry.
That's the number I'm looking at, isn't it, at the moment?
It should be ACQ. Should be written ACQ.
Yeah, but that's the number I'm taking note of to see if I want to
absolutely
turn on
now. Yes, no, indeed. Yeah, the other number is you have other numbers there, which are the number of shots you have, and also your acquisition possibility with some modifiers, which is the little table. It looks a lot like the table on the air data cards for speed. Again, it's this kind of matrix in the middle here. Which has a range at the bottom, and of course the what happens is usually the last few hexes of range for actual firing, your attack range has negative modifiers. Yeah, so your Yeah. Do you want to turn some radars on?
Sorry, excuse me. I'm suffering weirdly with hay fever this morning, or this afternoon. So sneezing and fluttering and everything. So yes, I think I'll turn on my SA15s.
Is this in the admin phase?
Yes.
Okay, right. So we're in the admin phase. Fine.
Let me see. 11s. What's the infrared acquisition?
Okay, so infrared is the IRM firers are a little different in that you don't have an acquisition. It's kind of whether you can just spot them or not. Let me just take you through it. So just an answer for beats here. Yes, you have designated counters in the physical version. Yes. That's right. Patrick, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So with IR,
Cole says, as is tradition, only the lightest games on Blue Tweezer's channel. You're darn right.
Indeed, yes, and it's up for it's to get you started in the day on a Sunday. You know, Sunday starts can be a bit slow. You know, you sort of crawl out of bed, read the Sunday papers. You know, sort of walk the dog or something like that. This is to go right. Turn your brain on now. Go for it. And Red Storm is there to do that.
Get the noggin and jogging. Yeah.
Infrared. So infrared SAMs. So they don't actually have radars. Okay, so you don't turn a radar on for them. They don't use SAM warning markers. So the what you do with the IRs is they stay hidden until you want to shoot them. When you shoot them, they're automatically located, because usually it's at quite short range when they do this. They don't tend to have a very long range because they're little missiles. And that's it. So
what is their...
Sorry?
What is their range?
So the range should be on the card. If you're looking on the card, so it's the matrix on the card. So down the bottom it has range.
Oh, down the bottom.
So the first number will be the minimum range. Any a CQ number, but I don't think on your IR ones there isn't one because they don't have any radars. So they're much easier. You fire them, you reveal them, they're there forever, and they just pump out SAMs as they can.
Right. So when they're in range, we just go fire. Yeah. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, the IR's kind of much more automatic. There's no radar acquisition involved or anything like that. Oop. Hello.
He's back. He's back. I think.
Hello.
Yes, there he is.
Hello.
But no sound. No sound, Tweez.
You can't hear me.
I can now.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I think there was a bit of a
gremlins today,
internet hiccup. I also think. Hang on, something else is wrong here. Yeah, sorry. Get us back. So sorry about that, guys. Oh, hang on. No. I have to
technology, eh?
That's it. Yeah. Sorry. Quick panic. And.
Okay, we're all there. All right.
Yes. Oop.
Okay.
I think so. Hold on.
Some of these.
I think we're okay now.
Some of these SAM cards have got an exploding helicopter on them, which look great. So,
they can attack helicopters. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to switch on. I'm going to switch on with me SA15s.
Oh, all of them? Whoa. Okay.
Well, no. So how do we switch them on?
Okay, switch them on. You place in their hex a SAM warning marker.
Where is that then?
So if you go into the pieces, if you go to markers,
that's handy. You can see what the acquisition range is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
indeed.
very handy.
Yeah, so SAM warning marker is in the WP ground markers area
Hold on,
under
sorry,
SAM radar. Under SAM radar, there's a
where are the
SAM warning.
markers? Counters, right.
WP, yeah, so WP ground.
Markers.
WP ground, not markers. WP ground.
Okay, hold on. WP ground, got it. And
SAM radar.
Got it.
And then there's down towards the bottom of the list, there's a SAM warning marker.
Right. Trying to get the stats in. So do I unvisibility it or
no? You just place a SAM warning marker where that is. So you don't say what it is. It's just the fact that I've seen a surface to air missile radar switched on and start scanning.
Right.
Electronic warfare's kicked in. I said absolutely. Well, as I say, pre-game there is a certain amount of electronic warfare that went on, which is why you'll see some radar suppressed markers.
Yeah, rotters.
And also, one of my Hawk batteries isn't actually on the board anymore because it got wiped out by some previous strikes. I do apologise for a slightly gravelly voice because I'm actually recovering from COVID. I've had this week, but I'm all right now. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm not sure with my lurgy if it was that or not. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I did the tests. I think I did a lateral flow test in the middle of the week, and I didn't. The drops didn't actually reach the actual little plastic thing before it went positive. I think it was just the atmosphere went positive. Bright red.
Oh well, everybody's getting it. So I think Indeed. I'll turn on this one as well.
Okay. Just looking to see if we can see some SAM. I can't see any SAM warning markers yet.
I've got them on there.
Okay.
Why is it? We had this problem last time, didn't we? It wasn't showing up. I've dragged it and plopped it onto 2 SAM units.
Right. Is that on your planning map or on the real map?
On the real map.
On the real, okay. Just checking, because they look the same.
No. I assumed. No, I thought, I've got to put it on the planning map.
No, I can't see it. Do you want to make him invisible again? Is there a? Let me just grab one myself. Oh, I can't grab yours. I'll grab one of mine. SAM radar. I put one of mine in the middle of Eisenach to the top of the board. Can you see mine?
No.
Yeah.
We had this problem before.
Oh, you need to turn the radar on. No, that doesn't. We did, didn't we? What did we need to do?
Oh, it's not on actually. So maybe I'll have to. Let me just move it over there a minute and radar on off. Right. Okay. Now, can you see it now?
Don't think so. What did we do before? We did something to.
Do I have to make it non-invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
So that should coming straight off the. What did we do last time to?
Can you not see my SAM on now?
No. I don't. Well, not that I'm aware of. No, I can't see anything.
It's right by the front at the top.
No. No, I can see your 3 mech units up towards the top of the board, front line.
Yeah, all right.
There's nothing around them.
I've unvisibled it, so I've made it visible.
Yeah.
And plopped a SAM warning on top of it.
Trying to think, do we need to do something with it?
Yeah, apologies, everyone.
Sorry, we can't see each other's pieces.
No, we should be able to. So, radar on off. probably me not doing something.
No, I mean you can't see mine because I've just plonked mine in the middle of that area. I've got a NATO version.
Nothing there.
Sitting on top of your. Keith says another disconnection. Can you not? There was one. Can you not still hear us? Let us know if you can still hear us because everything seems all right from my end.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, maybe the connection to the server was lost. The Vassal server.
Oh, that's possible. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's what happened last time.
That's
I remember now.
last time.
Yeah, because I disconnected it. Disconnected the thing. That's right.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I need to join the room again. Oh, actually, hang on. Because I've got. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just join the room. So I'll say no.
Yeah, back in the room.
There we go. Yeah, that's it. I remember we did it last time. Yeah, that's what happened last time, and we had a problem. Okay, so right, yes, I can see a SAM warning. Yes, I can see it now.
Couple of SAM warnings there.
Yeah. You don't need to make the other counter visible underneath. Just a SAM warning counter is fine. You might want to change the ID to match, but it's up to you. There's a little ID in the corner which you can, because I can kind of see it now underneath. If my mouse runs over the top of it, it actually shows both counters. So I would make the other one invisible again.
Right, done that. I'll just do it to the other one. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and you
know,
to help you might want to change ID on that SAM warning counter so you know which one's which or something. Well, it's up to you.
I really fiddle about with that. Right, so that's ID, change ID. So that will be doodah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this one will be. Oh, I've lost it myself. Where are we? Oh, there we are. That will be.
Yeah, see it.
Not what it was now. Sorry, chaps.
So everybody should be able to see it in the chat now.
Yeah. Oh, cancel. Let me do that. Gotcha. Right. Okay.
Just those two.
I'm just checking. No, I'm going to turn this one on as well. So. So we need to get another. What we got here? Okay. Turn that one on. There we go. Right, I think.
I'll just put my dummies on.
I think that's it. Now, the fire cans.
Yeah, so you can turn those as on as well.
Yeah, but they're very short range, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 2 hex range.
No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. What's this up here? No, we'll leave that one for the minute. Okay, I think that might be it. Yes. Right. Thanks for your patience. Right.
No, that's okay. Cool. Good.
Not you. People in the chat.
Oh right. No, yeah. I'm just counting out time here. Right. Okay. Admin phase. Well, I've replaced some dummies.
Right.
And I don't think I need to do anything more than that. So yeah, that's our admin phase. We're on to turn 5.
Crikey.
Oh, sorry, turn 6. So,
is it turn 6? Right.
Yeah. So okay. So random events phase.
Right. Let me get. Oh, hold on. Right. 2d10s, isn't it? Right. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Thank you. Right. 10.
10. What's 10?
Oh, command confusion.
Command confusion. Oh, right. Okay. Roll 1d10 again. See who it affects. It's not really having a lot of
I don't
effect.
think it's going to happen, is it? Because I have no aircraft.
Basically it stops any air-to-air combat by one side for the turn, and there's only one side that has aircraft, so obviously not going to happen. Good. Okay, so no planning, and it's over to detection again.
Oh, right. Anything that needs detecting?
So
407.
there's a 407. Yeah, So he's at high, so it's on a 10 or more.
9.
207.
207 there. Yeah. Okay. That's a 7. Oh, I'm not getting it now.
Nope.
And then we've got that
304. 304 is a
those
-4 on the dice.
Oh yeah. 13. No, it's 9. No.
302, same again.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
301. That's -4. There's a little bit of rough in that hex, so it counts. 301.
15,
yes.
No.
Yeah, that is 15. Yeah, -4 is 11. That's
good.
Oh,
4. Yes. Sorry.
And 307.
9. No.
Okay. There is 108 down the bottom.
Oh yes, just creeping up to the front there. Is that just as is?
Yeah, it's high altitude. 12's good
12.
enough. That's a dummy.
Thanks. Right.
Good. All right. So that's still haven't got your early warning back. So that's detection done. Onto my movement phase.
Yep.
So we've got some SAM warning going on. Okay.
I mean, compared to Great Battles of the American Civil War, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and because of that, I'm now getting into the woods. This pales that into insignificance. The crunchiness of this one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, 109 and 105. They're effectively going to circle in their own hex.
Where's that? Where are they?
They're right at the top. 407 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay. So 207, 2, 3, 4, 201.
When can I fire?
When you've so with your SAMs, so you can attempt a quick acquisition because because it's not the SAM acquisition phase.
No.
You can attempt to not actually. No, wait a minute. Let me get this right here.
I'll wait. I'll see. I remember what you said now. Yeah, I'll wait for the acquisition phase.
Yeah, no, you need to have acquired unless it's an infrared. So an infrared, you can suddenly go, "Whoa, I'm here."
Hello.
Bang.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I'm trying to find that on the map.
Okay.
No. Okay. That'd be one of the ones that no, it hasn't got a radar, is it? So that's all those. Just trying to find where it is.
So just started moving some other stuff.
Okay. That's gone.
So that's 1, 2, 3. Check the aircraft here. That one. High up. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there it is. Gotcha.
3 and oh no, needs to go 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to look at my planning map here.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And what we have left of these guys. Two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have moved.
Okay.
So no firings, no. Okay, no IRS.
Not yet,
IRS. No. Okay, movement's done. Fuel. I'm fine with fuel. SAM location. So I'm going to try and spot those SAM warning markers. So to do this, it depends on who's trying to spot them. So I'll try and find the right card for you. I think it's player aid card 2.
2, okay. Out of 5.
Yeah, so it's the 3rd page. We're looking at the SAM location table, which is again probably blurry for everybody, but it's actually this table here. And again, as I say in this game, it's all little tables with modifiers to roll on. Single D10. So it needs to be from the line of sight of a non-disordered airborne flight to the SAM requires. The base range is 3 hexes. So am I 3 hexes away? So now that might change because of what's known as the radar warning receiver capability of the aircraft. So for example, I'm looking at a particular aircraft. It could be
all right.
Look at its RWR rating, which will be an A, B, C, or D. I think D's the best, A's the worst, and that modifies both the range and the dice roll for locating the SAM.
Yeah.
So, for example, I will be able to roll on this, and I'm using an RWRC to do it.
Okay, range of 8 then.
So I have a range of 8, and I have a +3 on the dice.
So that means you can be 8. That means you can be 8 hexes away. Yeah,
that's right. To do this roll, I need to on 1d10. I need to roll equal to or greater than 10.
Right, you've got a +3.
I have a +3 on here to try and spot it. So I roll 1d10. A 3, excellent. I fail.
Yes, okay. Well done.
I will do another one on SAM warning H. I have the range, and yeah, on another +3. 6. Ooh, very close. Oh. Very close. I haven't quite spotted that SAM yet.
Good.
And that's the SAM location done.
Right.
Now on the track phase, we roll on the track table to see if you lose any of our guys.
So on B.
Yeah.
2d10. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yep. 16. Oh,
16. That's a baddie. That's every spade.
Bums.
So
Right.
they all flip back over. You also will lose the guys at the back because they're in rough, except for the guy who's next to my supply, who's not in rough, but he's a spade anyway, so you lose him.
Yeah.
And anything else? I think that's it.
I can't try to acquire those now, can I?
You can, but it's much more difficult. So lacking detection doesn't stop Sam acquiring. It's just that your whole air defense system has not spotted that flight or lost that flight, but individual Sam might still see it to be able to fire at it. So it's got negatives. It's on a different table if you're undetected, you can still do it. Okay, so that's my track done. So Sam acquisition. Do we want to do some Sam acquisition? Sounds like we do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I do.
The hunt's off. The hounds are running. Okay. So which Sam warning do you want to?
I'm looking at B at the moment.
Okay, B, and you would try to acquire which?
Oh, crikey! The one that's in range is
that would have to be acquisition range, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's undetected. That's your 407.
Right.
Just
so we're still in player A card 2. Just inside the cover is the Sam acquisition table.
Gotcha.
It's another table to roll on with DRMs. Okay.
What do you mean partial or full acquisition? Come on, they're taking the mickey now. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so the table, again, I'll show to the camera just briefly here. It's got 3 columns. Target undetected, target detected, and target acquired. So you have to maintain these acquisitions once you have them. That's the target acquired column. So, but we're on the target undetected column, and we have some modifiers. Most of which, well, they're all negative. So, who are you trying to acquire? Which
407.
Flight? 407. Okay, he's at high altitude.
He's just in range.
He has no defensive jamming. There's no standoff spot jamming. That's the guys that fly around the back and just chuck noise into the battle.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to mute myself, so don't ask me any questions because the wife's just coming in and the dog is going to go mad. So hold on a sec.
Sounds like a different kind of battle is just about to commence over at Rough's place. But everybody watch his camera because it might become entertaining. Am I feeling better now? Yes. Yeah, a bit pretty rough on the Tuesday. Probably Tuesday worst day. But still slightly gravelly voice. The odd cough. A bit congested. A little bit of a headache, but you know it's all on a downward slope, so it should be gone within a couple of days. And yes, so we should have been doing this on the Wednesday. Of course, we didn't do it on the Wednesday because I was feeling bloody rotten. So this is kind of a fill-in. Anyway, not bad, not bad. Certainly on the mend. Certainly enough to be able to start to do some work tomorrow as well. Boo. Well, there you go. So yes, and thanks, Jessica, for waking up so early and popping in to have a look, and to everybody else. I know it's an early rise for Sunday. I classed it with the AC/DC guys as a bit of an inverse graveyard shift. It's not the wee small hours, but it's the wee early hours instead. Camp, hi, good to see you. How's it going, mate? Are you all right? No, there's still some. We've got interference on the field going on over at Rough Place. Yeah, you cleared the streaker or something like that. Whatever's disrupted play. Great. We were going through the Sam acquisition modifiers. Doesn't that sound enticing? The target's not on deck. Are you using EO tracking? So that's electro-optical tracking. I don't think you do. What electro-optical tracking is that you're trying to track it while not using your radar, but you're using effectively like TV guidance system, but you're actually trying to
Oh,
use
right,
radar,
yeah.
so don't
Yeah.
worry about that. This is not a lock-on after launch,
No.
so
Oh, -5 for that.
yeah,
Crikey.
yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm not conducting anti-radar tactics. So it's something I can declare at the start of a movement. I can do anti-radar tactics. It restricts on my movement, but it'll give you a modifier to try and acquire me. Basically, I'm trying to chuck myself around the sky, making myself a hard target to acquire. And am I is it a quick acquisition? No, it's not, because you've had your radar on for a while, and it's not in a chaff corridor. So pretty much there's absolutely no modifiers, so it's straight on the target undetected. So what we're looking for is a 9 or less, and for full acquisition, looking for a 15 or more. 2d10.
2d10. Here we go. Fingers crossed. 10.
10, which is a partial acquisition. So what we generally do, actually, I'll just have to check something here quickly. Do bear with me.
I'll just check the chat. Right. Yep. Hi, Jester. Hi, Camp.
And
yeah. Things are starting. I've been sitting here for 6-7 turns, and now I can do something.
Do bear with me. Okay, yeah. So we place a acquisition marker.
So partial acquisition, yeah.
It's a partial acquisition, so I think that's on one side of the counter. So it's the other side of the full acquisition. So I think under markers, electronic warfare, possibly.
Let's have a look. Markers. Oops. Trying to push everything across. Electronic warfare.
Yeah, WP SAM acquisition. So I'll get you the counter.
Oh, got it. I've got it.
You got it. Okay, cool. I think
Pop it on.
so on one side it's on partial. So what you do is you put it onto the aircraft, as you've done, and I would set the ID to the SAM warning marker.
So I know that's the one I...
Yes, yeah. So otherwise you're going to lose track of this. Really, really.
Yeah, so that's B, isn't it?
Typical blue scenario, plays for 5 to 6 turns, then you finally get to do something.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that not the best way to introduce somebody into the game system rather than throw them straight in at the deep end?
Yeah, it's getting interesting.
That didn't happen with Death Valley, did it? You were straight into it. Yeah,
but the thing is, I've been learning. I'm joking because I've been learning the thing. So, you know, it's...
yeah, so how I've been doing the aircraft, you're just about to get your aircraft. So you've seen how I've done it, and possibly see how these interact with your ground units. Will know how your aircraft will interact with my ground unit. So yeah,
I'll still get it wrong though.
Still do it wrong, yeah. Okay, so you have partial acquisition. Well done. Okay,
right.
And so Sam Warning H, does he want to try and do something?
Let's have a look. Yes, let's have a look. Where is he? Let's see. I've got to get that up. That's it. Attack range. Oh yes, does he?
Who's he going for?
One? Oh, there's tons he could go for.
A veritable smorgasbord of air targets.
Of aircraft, yeah. But I think I'll go for...
Imagine yourself as that radar operator, you know, switching round and round and round and round and going, which one?
I'm going to go for 202.
202. He is detected. Yep. High altitude. Yep. Okay, so 202. Let me just check who the hell that is. Okay. 202. Okay, and he is a such and such.
And it's
Just get
brilliant
this
that
data card out.
you can right click and it will show you the acquisition range or the attack range. It's brilliant. So on the vassal.
Yeah. You get the kind of
shaded.
The radius. Where is it? Okay, family card. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you have a -3 because he has got a jammer. He's got an airborne deception jammer worth 3 points.
Okay, so -3. So I'm rolling on the middle.
3. Yeah, so its target is detected, but he has some defensive jamming.
Oh dear, what's he? Bob Marley? Something. Right, here we go. 9. Oh, partially.
9. That's another partial. It's not difficult to get a partial, but partials aren't necessarily the best thing to be able to fire with. But partials are okay.
202, wasn't it?
It is 202, yes. So put another partial on him. And put the ID down.
There we go. Right. I think that's it.
That's your lot, is it? Okay, so that's
yeah.
That's acquisition. Nobody else is on. Don't know if the guy at the back wants to get involved. Your SA2. It's probably still too far away from me. He's a long range guy, but.
Oh yeah. He's already on, isn't he? So
reach 207.
207 I can get to.
Okay. It's worth a try. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you're way out of range. I mean, can't do anything to you. So
yeah.
Hell,
okay.
why not? Just zinging that radar. That radar is there already. You might as well go for it. Okay, so 207. You have a. Okay, you have a -2 for that.
Because you're
jamming.
Okay. Right, he's Bob Marley in again. So we are throwing 2. Let's get rid of that. 2 dice. 15 -2. 13.
That's undetected. So you're a partial again. So yeah, he's spotting him.
207. Bop. And that's G. G. Right.
Good.
There we go.
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't. As long as it's within range, it's worth acquiring something. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless I've got like an anti-radiation missile, I can reach that far. But I mean, they can reach quite far, but that's probably a bit much for them. Right. We've done that acquisition, so I think it's just down to the admin phase now.
Right. What are we doing?
So I'm going to see. I'm going to dummy to put out. Okay. I'm not sure I have anything else to do for my admin. For yourself, you want to switch some radars on? Anti-aircraft, fire cans, activate any anti-aircraft systems. The goal for the scenario is to do more damage to the other side's ground units and also air units. So there's a VP count up at the end. So the targets are where you can get quite a lot of victory points for. But if you lose a load of aircraft, that's going to actually impact quite a lot. So yeah, it's pretty much damage the other side, ground and air. So and we do a count up later.
Bomb and shoot down, basically, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's just a massive fight, really. As you suspect this thing is going to be, it should be. Okay, any more? So no more radars.
No,
anything like that. I put sorted out my dummies. So next turn. Next turn again. Gosh, turn 7. You're almost on the board.
Oh.
You're almost on the
And
board.
also, some of my radar is coming back on.
Oh yes, that's right.
I don't know when they come on.
Oh, my one of my guys comes back on. So it's not necessarily come back on. He is no longer suppressed.
Right.
I need to check this because there's a little bit of a process here.
I can't remember when mine was coming back on.
Didn't you? I thought you wrote it somewhere.
I thought I did, but I can't see it anywhere.
Yeah, I can see on the fire can you've got it on the ID area. You've got turn.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Turn. I'm not sure what that is. Turn 9.
It just says turns.
Turn 9 is it or
9? Yeah, I think it was. Hold on.
yeah, turn 8, turn 9. Turns. Oh.
Yeah, it's just turns. I don't know why I didn't put anything down. But I think it was
no, it's before. It's 9 turns. Actually, if you actually look at rather than look at.
Oh yes, it's on the outside on the hex, isn't it?
Yeah. If you kind of zoom
9.
in, it's 9 space turns. Yes. So 9 7. So 7 will start to come back, but there's a process involved here. Let me just check it. So suppression. I'm going to have to use the index.
Yeah, it is a fun game, Magnus. Lots of rules. That would be interesting. Try and get a scenario where they invade Sweden.
Well, the old the Baltic Approaches one, the expansion that's just coming out, about to come out. That's probably might have the Swede. Well, certainly should have the Swedes in it. I would have thought, but it's probably mostly Danes versus Poles and Russians and other NATO allies. But might have the Swedes in. You never know.
Yeah.
So
what about that?
Come on. Looking up a rule under pressure. It's terrible.
Come on, you can do it. They're very patient. They know we're I'm learning the game, and it's a little bit different to elusive.
Okay, after the required number of turns, replace the radar suppressed marker with a radar shutdown marker in the admin phase. So it's the admin phase that you do this. So you count that turn. So we're now turn 7, aren't we? So you replace it at the end of this turn with a radar shutdown marker. And you can roll. You can then roll the admin phase to remove the shutdown marker normally. So shutdown is normally what happens is that if like an anti-radiation missile is fired, then you could voluntarily turn the radar off, and that's known as a shutdown to try and the missile's coming at you, kind of thing. Also, there may be an involuntary shutdown as well, as in the people who are actually at the SAM site go whoa and turn it off anyway, even though you didn't order them to. At that point, then for them to think, oh, it's safe now, you need to roll to release the shutdown. So this is effectively, assume these guys had shut down because an anti-radiation missile was pointed at them or flying at them. And so they're doing effectively the same job, but they were suppressed at the start of the game already, but they need to do the same thing. So so you've got a turn's delay, and then you start rolling.
I can't do anything until turn 8 anyway.
That's one of your early warning radar is turn 7, I think. Oh no, it's turn 8. It's turn 8. So you're right.
Turn 8.
Yeah, it's my guy, isn't it? So it's my hawk. So I need to change that to a radar shutdown marker instead. in the admin phase of turn. Actually, I do that at the end of the turn. Sorry, I don't do that yet. So he's still suppressed. I do it at the end of the turn. So we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Right.
Okay.
Where were we? Can't remember now. Oh yes, it was random events, wasn't it?
Yes, just starting the turn. Right.
Yeah. Random events. You roll. Do you want to roll?
Yeah, 14. Done it. That's another one of. Direction finder.
Okay. To locate a Sam warning marker. So we need to roll a dice to see who gets to do this. 1 to 5, it's you. 6 to 10, it's me.
It's you.
It's me. A player may choose one enemy Sam warning marker and with its radar on and automatically locate it. Oh, right.
No.
I think that will be B. So you now have to remove the Sam warning marker and put the actual marker on. So I know what kind of Sam it is.
Right. So just take that off, yeah?
Yeah, just replace it with the real marker. So it's been located. Once you're located as a Sam, you're always known where you are because of course you're not shifting.
I have to reveal it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, effectively reveal it. Yes.
Like that.
Okay, so I know it's an SA15 battery.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And to look that up, what the hell do SA15s do?
Yeah, I've got to get mine out in case I find any of yours. So
I think it might have ended up on the floor. Hold on. Nope. Come on, guys. Where are you? SA15. SA15 Tour. Okay, so this is acquisition range 6. It's got 16 shots.
Hold on, it's actually 8. If you look, this is the one that was marked incorrectly. Do you remember? If you look on the handout, it says.
Oh, that's got a wrong. It's got a wrong acquisition. Oh, that's right. The handout as a different. Yeah, the actual table is different. So it's a range of 8. That's acquisition range. It's got a attack range of only 4 maximum. So normal range is 0 to 2. It can attack at 3 and 4 hex range, but it gets negatives. It can only attack to medium altitude as well, which is very interesting. It does have. It is mobile even, and it can do electro-optical tracking, and it can also do launch lock on after launch. So you could have just launched a missile, but I'm not 4 hexes away. I don't think.
There's nobody there.
Yeah, I mean, some of my guys just went whoa,
just outside,
kind of backed off. Which is the kind of thing you kind of do with surface to air. Once you see the radar, everybody goes, right, let's find out what this is before we just pile in over the damn thing.
Yeah.
But yes, okay. So that was a very nice random event for me. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you for rolling that. No jamming phase. There's no standoff jamming in this scenario. We're on to detection.
Right. Okay.
The Vigan will be in the expansion. Yes, excellent.
Oh, right.
No Drakens. I love Drakens. I love their shape. The Saab Drakens.
Right, Tony. Tony's in. Yeah.
Tony, you're a bit late, mate. Where the hell have you been? Sleep? No excuse. No excuse at all. What the hell?
We've been up for hours, haven't we?
Yeah.
So the only ones it's down the bottom here. These you've got your line of 4 at the back there.
Yes, on the deck.
On the deck, these are the -4 ones, aren't they?
Yes, they will be. Well, 301 I think will be -2. Yeah, 301 will be -2.
Yeah, he's not in the rough.
There's no rough.
Okay. So 304.
There's also 204, 108, and 101.
Yeah, 204, 108, and where's that one? 101. Oh, we'll find that in a minute. Let's do these first. 304.
304 -4 on the acquisition.
20.
Oh yes, okay.
Oh yeah, that's definite.
Spotted him. Okay. 302.
302 -4. 8, no.
No. 301 minus
301
2.
minus 2.
Looking for a 10 at the moment.
17.
That'll do.
There you go. And that one's a minus 4 as well, isn't it?
That's a minus 4 again, yes. 307.
Yeah, so looking for 10 with a minus 4. 3. No way.
No.
Right.
Okay. You got 204, which is just
204.
forward from them towards the border.
Yep, got him. And that's a straight 10, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a straight 10 to roll.
13. Got him.
So is that 13? So
yeah.
Spotted him. And then we've got the two guys down the bottom, 108 and 101.
Right. What should we do first? 101 then.
Okay.
Straight 10. 5, no. Nope. And the other one?
108.
14.
Is a dummy.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony says, "Have you actually done anything yet?" Well, you've acquired 3 of my aircraft, my flights.
I've turned on some of my SAMs, and I've partially acquired some of his aircraft or some of his flights. So, yeah.
So yes, the answer is yes. Right, section phase, movement phase, and so my movement. Okay. Oh, 407. You could have gone for 407 as well.
Where's that?
And 207. Those are the ones you've already acquired, but they are actually undetected.
Oh,
you
right.
Roll for
yes.
them.
Sorry,
so 407.
207?
207 and 407.
Right, let's do 207.
Okay.
That's... What's he? That's
a straight 10.
High.
Straight 10.
No!
No, missed him.
And 407, is that the one?
Yep.
That's 10 again. No!
Oh, no, didn't get him. Okay, so... Let me just check something here. Okay, yeah. Right, so let's... Let's move 407, shall we? So we'll go 1 there.
Mm.
We will end up there with the turn.
Does the partial stay with them?
Yeah. I'm just moving the counter, and then I'll catch up with the partial. So that's 1.
No, I just wasn't able to go.
Yeah,
just
1, 2, and we will drop down. We'll dive to medium.
Oh no, I know what you're doing.
And we'll turn again.
Bloody bombers, aren't they?
And we'll move 3 to there.
Yeah.
And drop to low. Are you firing at me at all?
Can I?
At any point in there, you could have fired at me.
Oh, right.
Well, you've acquired me.
Partially, yeah.
Yeah, partial just means it's you're giving your missile's got a tougher task than it should have, but it doesn't mean you can't fire at me.
That mech has got a AAA on it, yeah.
Yeah, it may well do. Let's wind back anyway to where I was. Okay, so let's clear the movement here. So and straighten up. So I moved to there. Let's do the acquisition marker out of the way, and then I turned.
Yeah.
Oh come on. So, do you want to fire then?
I'll fire the SA-15. Yeah.
Okay, he actually is in that hex because he turned. So you're firing so you put a SAM launch marker on that SA-15.
Is that in the markers again?
Yeah.
Ah,
So
yeah.
right at the top of the electronic warfare.
Yeah. Top.
Okay. Okay. At that point, you find out that that's actually a dummy.
Oh.
So your acquisition is to actually know it was it was an albatross.
Yeah, it was. There was a glitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that SAM launch stay there?
Yes, because you actually launched a missile. You actually did think that something was there. So this is the thing with dummies. Normally, if you detect dummies, they get removed. If you acquire dummies, they only get removed if you fire at them or you get full acquisition. If you get partial, they stay. Yeah. So let's move 207 as well. Now, so we will go 1 to there. He's acquired by G, which is USA2 right at the back.
Yeah. I can't attack him.
No, okay. 2. And I will turn. Which puts him here. 3.
Attack.
Okay, so you're going to launch.
Yeah.
You put a launch marker on.
Hold on, let's get. It's probably another dummy, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is actually.
Yeah, but there we go. Right.
So your acquisition goes as well, of course. And then we have 202, which has been acquired by H. So we don't know what H is.
No.
So we'll move 1, 2.
Yeah, I'll attack.
There, okay. So SAM launch marker. No, I still haven't located your SAM. So at the moment I can't attack your SAM.
Right.
Because I haven't located it. Well, I could attack it with an anti-radiation missile.
Right.
Because at that point you're attacking the radar. You're not actually attacking the SAM site itself, which effectively it's the same thing. But
yeah.
There's.
Well, I think I need to because you're encroaching across the front now, and I need to stop you. But
yeah, no, that's fine. So so put a SAM launch marker on.
Does that tell you what it is?
No, it's just a SAM launch marker.
Right.
I still have to locate it. Right, and so with that, you have to see what happens with the missile. So the first thing you do is you do a SAM attack, which is on this little table here for everybody.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So basically, if you get 12 or better, it's a possible hit. Okay.
So possible.
So the first thing you do is the altitude modifier. So I am at high altitude. So what's your modifier for high altitude for that?
What is it? That's the. Oh, I've got to find out. I nearly said it out loud then. Right. Okay. Let's find that one. Right. So high altitude, and the range is where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Well, it doesn't matter. So it's up to, but not exceeding what the number is on the bottom. You're at high altitude, so it's a -2.
Okay, so you got a -2 on the dice. Is it at long range? As in,
No.
is it not the first? Is it on the first column? Or
No,
is it...
it's on the second column.
Okay, so I think that includes the range negative, I think.
Well, I'm looking
Yeah.
here. You're 6 away. That range is 8. I'm looking up at high, and it's got a -2.
Yeah, so I think that includes both the range and the height modifier.
Right.
Yeah. It's on a partial acquisition, so you got a -2.
Yeah.
Partial acquisition, so that's another -1.
-3.
You can choose to do a salvo fire. So what that is you can actually fire 2 SAMs at the same target, and you take off 2 ammo. You don't roll twice; you just get a +2 modifier. And the last one is about an infrared SAM attack. This is not an infrared, I'm presuming. Wouldn't really have that range. So do you want a salvo fire or not? I would say the fact that you have a partial acquisition, probably not worth it. You want a salvo fire when you've got a full, so you've got the best chance of something happening.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So no, so it's a -3. Yeah.
Yes.
We need 12 or more. Don't look likely, does it? Right, here we go.
Yeah.
10. No.
It's a miss. Okay.
Bums.
So that's your first SAM attack.
Yeah.
Everybody applause.
Thank you.
Missed, but there you go. Missed, but never mind. Okay. Right. Well, I'd moved 2 to that point. And I'll go 3. Turn. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to check.
When can I fire with my ground units, with my anti-aircraft?
So with the inherent,
yeah, the organic, they call it, don't they?
Yeah, organic anti-aircraft artillery. Yeah, the so.
Oh, Mitchell's in. What do you mean? There's no. He's just said there's no WAS or pack SAMs that have a -2 at high. That's what it says on my card, though. Hi, by the way, Mitchell. Hi.
Right. Okay. Well, it seems I don't know which SAM it is. I can't really help.
Well, I could tell you, and show you the card.
I'm not sure it's going to make that much difference.
No, because we're learning. So, what is that? What was it? It was a. Right, so it's a SAM. It's an SA11.
SA11. So that's the book.
Yeah,
it does. It does seem to have.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Is it another card mistake though? Let's have a check.
I don't think so. I mean, rather ghoulishly, the SA11 was the thing that brought down the airliner over Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, I think it should have high, but I'll check.
Let's see if I can show to make sure I'm showing it. Oh, where are we? Probably not going to be in focus, is it?
It's on the same card, isn't it? The SA11 shots 8. Acquisition range 14, attack range 10, minimum range 1, long range 8 to 10. Yeah, you have a 0 deck, +1 low, +1 medium, 0 high. Sorry, -1 high. And very high is not applicable. A and C.
So I was 6 hexes away, so I'd use the 8 column, yeah?
Yeah, no, you're right, as far as I can say.
Yeah.
So that was -1 for the fact that it was high altitude, and -1 for the fact that you were 8 hexes, which was your long range. So that.
Yeah.
Right. We might have dropped out there for a second. Apologies.
It's still gurgling around.
Yeah, everybody can still spot us. Sorry, obviously, it's shall I say Sunday afternoon internet for you there. So they are back. Let me just. Yeah, I'm still in the game. Are you still in the game? I think you looks like you're still in the game. So yeah, panic over, no problem. Right.
He's right. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, it looks like they combine range and altitude. Yeah, and high might.
Right. So so I was still trying to move this aircraft. So that was 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, I'll put the acquisition mark.
Right, hold on. And we do the organic anti-aircraft.
Oh yes, I was checking that up, weren't I? Yes.
Yeah, those cards are good.
So all NATO and Warsaw Battling NATO ground units, other than SAMs and EWI units, have a small arms flak barrage. So a small arms is kind of not even light. It's the same hex, and I think it's only on deck and maybe low level only. So it's basically just pointing guns to the sky and shooting off. However,
right-clicking one of the mech units.
Yeah.
I'm right-clicking one of the mech units. It's got radar AAA.
Yeah. So now, also on top of that, you may have what's known as a 2K22 inherent. So we need to look at the scenario, and you need to roll, I believe. 2K22. It doesn't give you any help here. It just says you've got the capability. I think it's a single dice roll, and I think it's something like 4 or more. But I do need to check.
It's quite incredible. Not only have we got lovely peeps in, we've got 3 designers in as well.
Oh no! Yes, it's a little bit overwhelming now. Better get this right. Yeah, sit up straight, get our ties on and everything. Yeah.
Elbows on the table.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've asked.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm looking. Doesn't help me.
Yeah, I tried to look it up.
So one great thing about this game, it's got an amazing index. So you've just got to work out which area of an index you need to be. So
I see. I'm just looking through. Just because I remember reading about it.
Yes. Player aid card 3.
Right, just seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so we need to roll. Player aid card 3 is right here. And there is a table for organic. Ground unit organic table. So, so for a mech, you automatically have small arms, AAA, which is same hex, low level. For Warsaw Pack for 2K22, it's a 1 to 3 on the dice.
Now, what's the range?
2K22s. So that I think will be, it's the same I think as the rest of the ACAC. So it's 1 hex range, I think.
1 hex. Right. Okay. Well, there's no point in rolling at the moment.
And
yeah, if it's one hex, there's no point. I'm just laughing at Jester and Mitch. Inherent.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Inherent AAA only affect flights at deck or low.
Yeah. That's. This is not inherent. So that's the small arms. Okay. So
Right.
this
Okay.
is normal ACAC, but with it's 1 hex range like normal ACAC is, but it's radar controlled because it's a 2K22 unit. So it's not as good as your fire cans. So your fire cans are 2 hex range, whereas the your 2K22s have a 1 hex range. Okay, but
Right.
ACAC doesn't mean that it can just fire once in a turn. It can fire every time you spend an MP within its range. A fire can fire only once in a turn. Okay, and it's got a much better table than the other anti-aircraft. But so yeah, it's still 1 hex range. Okay.
Yeah. So no point in doing it. Is it the same for armor and arty? The organic nonsense.
Yeah. So the inherent you have is small arms, which is 1 hex only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do armor have organic AAA?
I think they have the same as the mech.
That's fine.
It was on the same table.
And it seems to be the same thing for
yeah,
arty.
armor and mech are the same. Artillery.
Arty.
Yeah, it's just a different dice roll modifier.
Right. Okay.
SAMs automatically have light ACAC. So SAMs automatically have light ACAC, so they have 1 hex range.
Right.
Okay. They are
Okay.
normal AAA. Yeah. So unless
thanks for that.
I think unless you've got a fire can or something that I can't see, I'm not sure you're hitting that.
No,
right
you're
yet.
okay. I can't do anything. But now I know.
Okay, so 201.
Yeah, he's been hanging around. What's he up to?
So he is going to turn for 1, 2, 3.
Are you moving him?
Yes, I am.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, no, I've disconnected. Bloody thing. Join room.
Technology.
Yeah. It's, so no. Let me reset. Come back. Catches you unawares, that I think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So 201. So yeah, right. We are turning him for 1 movement.
Right, okay.
That's 1 movement point.
Yep.
This is 2 movement points.
Yep.
Actually, I need to move that acquisition marker. 3 movement points. Four movement points, and he is dropping.
So you can drop 1 altitude level for free.
Yes. Or 1 movement point to go any altitude.
Even if you're laden.
Good point. Diving.
I'm just thinking you've got tons of bombs on board. You probably can't manoeuvre quite as well. If, of course, that is a bomber. I do not know. That's interesting. Mitch is saying for organic, you're supposed to determine which ground units have those during ground units setup.
Oh, right.
Did we do that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
It's going to be a surprise for us. Pretty sure the equivalent in Elusive Victory, I'm sure you kind of rolled for it, so maybe I've got that wrong. I think in Elusive Victory you kind of you didn't know, and then you rolled at the first opportunity. Right. But yeah, maybe they're there, maybe they're not.
Okay.
Sorry about that. If we missed.
That's all right. Not the end of the world. We're learning. We know for next time. So thanks. Sorry.
Now flicking randomly through the rule book because I'm looking for a major section I can't find. Come on. Yeah, went straight past it, of course.
Yeah.
Diving.
I remember, the reason I ask as well, I remember a comment on the last, it might have been when on my channel, somebody said you can't dive like that when you're laden or something.
No, I think it was the climbing. You can't
climb.
you can't climb twice at a time.
Right.
Yeah, no, dive, you're okay. As far as I
All
can
right.
see, there's, yeah.
You've got gravity, I suppose, to help you with those extra bombs. Right.
Yes.
Sorry.
So that was 1 to turn, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we're there. At medium
Is
altitude, 201.
that acquisition goes back on to 201, does it?
He wasn't acquired.
Sorry, 202, I mean.
Yeah, it's there. I put it there. Can you see it?
Okay. Yeah. It's just
yeah. No, once you're acquired, until you lose acquisition, you're acquired. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else do we have? We have. One, two. Three. Four. One, two, three, four.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Sam warning over at Jim Mining and Jay. Is that meant to be there?
Hold on. Is there a what? Where?
Near Meiningen, there's a Sam warning marker J.
Yeah.
Oh, you turned the marker on there. Okay, sorry, didn't see that one. That's fine.
Yeah, I forgot about that all.
Yeah. Right. So 106 go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I fire?
Not from your Sam because you haven't acquired.
Oh right, yes. I keep forgetting it's a multi-staged thing, isn't it?
Unless, yeah, no, I don't believe so. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 101. One. Oop. Just have to check something on my planning marker. Actually, I won't turn him. all of them done. 109, 105. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody else? I think that's everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. That's my movement. No more. No more shots from anybody. I don't think you can, but you know,
I can't.
Might be some infrared stuff going on. Don't know.
Hold on. Let me just check. Let's have a look. Where's my mouse gone? Nah. Right.
Nah.
I think I put it in the wrong place. I'll know for next time.
Okay. Right. So move phase, fuel phase. No, I'm okay with that. SAM location phase. So I know where the SA-15 is. B. I found him.
Yeah.
It gave me on the random event. I want to try and find out where H is. So I'm going to be using the aircraft with RWRC. So 8 hex range, can spot, and I've got a +3.
Which chart is that on again? Sorry.
So that is within Player A card 2 is a SAM location.
Gotcha. Right.
Can you? I don't think you can do multiple SAM locations on the same SAM. We could be here all day. SAM location of A flight.
Tony, this is scenario 4, I think.
RS4, yes.
RS4,
yeah, so yeah, it's just so whoever is best within range, effectively. So yeah, SAM location. So I'm using an RWRC. That's the radar warning receiver. That's the buzz in the ear that you hear when you think that there's a radar trying to lock onto you.
Yeah.
So that gives me a +3. However, you do have the SAM has sent out a SAM. You have had a launch marker, so that's actually a +5. So actually, I have a +8.
Oh, gold! Right.
And I need a 10 or more on 1d10.
Yeah.
And 8 + 8 16. Yes.
Yeah, all right. So what do I do now?
So your SAM warning H has to be replaced by the actual unit himself. I have spotted him.
Okay. So we can.
I can see the trail of the missile. That's a very useful dummy. That was.
Yeah.
Very useful dummy. Actually, no. You actually fired at my aircraft 202. So no, okay. The dummy didn't. The dummy was.
Because it's been acquired. Yes.
Yeah.
Partially.
That's true. So yeah, no, it wasn't a very useful dummy. It was a real.
No, it was a real thing. Yeah.
Yes.
It's though. Never mind, Tony. It's early morning over there. I know. Have a cup of coffee.
Actually, you'll need 2 for this game, I think.
Yeah.
We're in the afternoon, so we're already on the beer. Actually, I'm not. I'm on water at the moment. But that's the COVID thing, I'm afraid. Avoiding the alcohol for the moment. But cheers anyway. Okay, so we have what do we have here? We have an 11, as you said, but you know. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and spot J. And yeah, well, that will be a +3.
Okay.
So 1d10 +3, a 10, yes. 13.
Hell, right.
Spotted him. are these sophisticated avionics, and
Yeah.
it's another 11. Okay.
Number 11, yeah.
But his radar is on.
Oh, sorry.
Switch his radar on.
How do we do? Oh, here we are. Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Right,
great, good. Okay, so that's. I've got nothing else to try and spot, so that's my SAM location done, and now we're on to the track phase, I think, isn't it?
There's a partial acquisition. Is that gone?
Yeah, I'm just sticking up there next to your. Yeah, so it's useful for you. It's
Okay.
it's a counter you can then use. I did the same thing with the guy at the back. G, I think. Oh, maybe I didn't. Thought I put up a marker.
That's all right. I can get one.
It might have been when I was when I'd left the game. So, but yeah, it's just a useful marker to have to replace.
Yeah,
because you will be placing it a lot. Track phase. Track phase is table B. Your 2d10.
2d10s, and I need. Let's try and get. So the ones in the brackets, in the curly brackets, are the ones I apply. Yeah.
Yeah, but that means
that's better.
Deck works for those. Still, it works at the deck.
All right, let's see what we get. No modifiers. Right, here we go. Oh, 8.
An 8. That is a curly bracket diamond. So, curly bracket diamonds, that doesn't apply to 202 or 201 or 109. So nothing changes.
Oh, good. Right.
But you do lose 304 and 301 because they're on the deck on my side of the front. Yeah, so you lose these guys because they're on the deck in rough. That's it. Okay, so that's our track phase done. SAM acquisition phase. Over to you. So you have to effectively, as if there is no acquisition, you have to roll for everything that you want to acquire, even if you already have acquired something. You need to maintain it.
H, yeah, that one that's acquired partially. Yeah, it's partially acquired.
Yes, the book SA11. Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yes.
I've got to go for it again, right?
Yeah. So, but you could improve, of course. You could improve your status.
Right.
Yeah.
So
is he going for 202?
Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's got to, isn't he? Or can he?
You can try and you can drop that. You can drop that acquisition to try and acquire something else.
Yeah, I don't think. No, we'll keep it there.
Okay.
We'll keep it there.
202. So he has. So target is acquired. So it's much better table.
Right.
I have 3 factors of deception jamming. So that's -3 on the dice.
Right.
I'm not on the deck. You're not using EO tracking. You didn't use lock on after launch. Not using anti-radar tactics. Quick acquisition, no. So it's just the -3.
-3 with 8 or more.
Howard, good afternoon. Good to see you. 12. That is a full acquisition. 12 minus 3 is a 9. Anything 8 or more is a full acquisition. So you flip that counter over. Ta-da.
I'm going to pop it on there, and I'm going to twist it around because it's doing my head in.
Okay.
There we go. Right.
Good. Okay. Next acquisition. I want to roll for.
We've got B.
Mitchell says you can't voluntarily remove an acquisition if that's SAM fired. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Right. Okay. See, we know the peeps that know the game. Hi, Howard. Coffee with a dash of Baileys. I don't know. Right. So this.
So you've got B. You've got B, J.
Well, I'll go for B, and we'll try and acquire 201.
201, okay. 201 has... so this is detected.
Yeah.
So on the detected table, -3 for defensive jamming. And I think that's about it. So -3 on the
-3.
detected.
We need... Oh, right.
You'll get a partial.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, okay. No. You missed it.
No, missed it completely.
You're still worried about that dummy, I think.
Yeah, yeah. What else we got?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Everybody, look under the table.
Yeah.
Where did he go? Okay. Yeah. That albatross.
We've got... Yeah.
Right. The J or G?
J. We're going to go for 105 down there. We're at Meiningen there.
106. 106?
106, beg your pardon. Yes, 106.
Okay, yep.
So they're detected.
I need to look that one up. Okay. And rifle through me cards.
They're all waking up now across the pond.
So -3 again. How far away?
Yeah.
No, there's no burn through here. Yeah, so -3. And he is detected.
Right, -3. Come on. 6 so that's 3. That's partial.
Just a partial, yes. So you did get a partial. But very close.
Yeah. 106 partial. Right there. What else we got? We've got
G, I think.
G at the back there.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go for 201 again.
20.
The one I missed.
Oh,
one of us under the...
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so again, -3.
-3, here we go. 11, -3 is 7.
7 is a partial.
Partial, right. There we go.
Yes, underneath, that's it. Brilliant, okay.
Hold on, it's
Yep.
Where's that? Okay, sorry, it looked wrong to me. Beg your pardon. Right. Okay, I think that's it.
Okay, so no quick acquisitions. You don't want to quickly turn anything on to have a try?
No.
Okay, good. All right, admin phase. So on the admin phase, you take off your SAM launch markers.
Good.
Okay. I need to roll for my radar shutdown. And radar shutdown.
Is that it?
Radar shutdown.
Hold on. Now I just realised something. Hold on. Should change that to J. It's G, isn't it?
Here we go.
Got to change my IDs on the partials. Right. Were you looking up how to do your shutdown?
Yeah, to remove the shutdown.
Hi, Harold.
Right. 53. 53. Result of 5 or greater. So I roll a 5 or
6.
greater, yes. So. Oh, no, hang on. No, I got it wrong. This is turn 7. I don't actually roll yet. I just put the shutdown marker on. So.
Oh, it's at the end of turn 7.
Yeah, so the end of turn 7, I do that. And then next turn I can roll to get rid of the shutdown. So sorry, it was just too early. Okay, and what else do we have here?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I think I'm done. Any radars to switch on? Any more radars?
Yes.
Okay, put some.
I'm going to switch on one, but where's the switchy on? What do I have to put on
SAM warning marker. Just put a SAM warning marker. Just put the ID on it.
Where's the SAM warning marker again? Oh, is it electronic? No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's,
electronic warfare. It's right down the bottom, I think.
Is it?
Oh no, it's not. I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it was. I couldn't see it either. Ah, hold on.
WP ground, maybe.
WP
ground, SAM radar at the bottom. That's it. Yes.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, right. So we're going to switch on that.
Oh, let's see. What? Oh, hello. There's another guy over here. Okay.
Change ID. I think that was E. I think that might be my lot. Oh, hold on. Let's. No, the infrared I can switch on any time, can't I?
Yes. You just say. You don't even switch it on. It's
I'll
there, but I can't detect your infrared detection because it's just passive. You're just looking for heat signatures. So
right.
I can't. You're sending no beams out.
Yeah. Sending no.
So when you acquire something and you fire at it, at that point I'll see you.
Yeah.
But that's it for IR. There's none of this radar stuff to deal with. Just realised that one of my other hawks has got a 7-turn suppressed as well, so I can remove that.
I think that's all. Yeah. That I'd want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I think doubly check this. Man, let's leave. No, we'll leave it as that.
Okay, so we've had some initial SAM skirmishing. Right, we've been going for 2 hours 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Which may have bored the knackers off everybody.
Certainly not me. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Yes.
But
so I think we'll probably hold it there because there might be more interesting things to do for us on a Sunday morning or a Sunday afternoon for all you guys. So yeah, we'll hold it there. We had some SAM skirmishing going on here, which is interesting. And Mitchell asked about arm launch. Yeah, arm launch. So we are aware. Don't worry about it. I'll kind of give the game away, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
Fair
asking
enough.
about
Right.
he's asking about anti-radiation missiles. So,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah,
He's looking, he's looking at your deployment.
we are aware of that. Yes, good. So we'll leave it there. And normally we do this on a Wednesday evening, which is an afternoon on this channel over on the other side of the ocean. So hopefully you'll continue to join us and have a look. And again, apologies if you thought this was going to be a UK wargaming discussion, which would have been pretty boring because there's only the two of us that were available for it. So especially if we agreed on things, it would be rather tedious. So we thought we'd throw some fiendishly complex 1987 based air to ground stuff at you instead. But do join us next time on this, which should be next Wednesday evening on the channel. And if you aren't normally signed up to the channel, please do. Basically, because Roth's got a lot more subscribers than I have, so bloody hell, what's the matter with you guys? Yeah, not butthurt about that at all. Not at all. So yeah, so do subscribe for, and there's lots more of this stuff. There is a whole playthrough of an elusive victory playthrough here that I did earlier this year with Jordan McMullen, which is the same system, but it's Arab-Israeli wars in 1970 rather than Central Germany 87. So have a look there if you want. And so
they should reprint that, shouldn't they? Should we print that?
Yeah,
I think
should reprint
that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And but that's it from us, and for all the visitors from the Armchair Dragoons. Thank you for popping over to have a look, even if it was a little bit unexpected, and hopefully it was entertaining. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the convention.
Yeah, I'll be.
I think there's a Lanzerath Ridge demo which I'm signed up for a bit later, which will be fun. So yeah, sign up and have a look at all the other stuff they've got going.
So what are you signed up for later?
Me, just the Lanzerath Ridge. I did actually one of the Kriegspiels yesterday, and in fact I think it was the only Kriegspiel that was done, and that was really good fun actually. I highly recommend that. It's a very, very free-form wargaming. You know, you kind of stuck on your own, and they just send you messages about what your troops have found and what they're doing and what the results are. But it's quite fun. It's this double blind refereed kind of wargaming.
Oh right, yes,
yeah,
that's something else.
It's good fun. So yeah, I recommend that actually.
Have a double blind game. Yeah.
So so I'm not sure if they're running one today, but if there is, I advise you to sign up, and I might go to their site. They actually run Kriegspiels every weekend online. So yeah, I might indulge in that in a little while. But anyway, just advertising what the hell else is in the convention. But that's it from us. Let you get on with the rest of your day. Thanks a lot. Hopefully see you on Wednesday for episode 3 of this, and see if this battle the battle will commence, and see what the hell starts to happen here. Until then, thanks very much, and we'll see you next time. Till then, bye for now.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.